Hello, that's here. It's me again. What I want to talk to you again, what I want to share with you rather is the importance of valuing your happiness. You must value your happiness. Because Jesus explains, the Christ explains that until you stop sacrificing, that is to say, it's good to put people first, but then you must be careful that you have enough in you to be able to do that. Right? So, in other words, can you really give people food if you don't have enough food? And by doing so, are you not going to resent the people after some time if now maybe you need food, they don't give it back to you? That's why the true principles of Christ is explaining that give to people you don't seek anything back from. Like when you give someone, don't want anything back. Just give them for the sake of giving. And if you can't, then that's where Jesus says, when his disciples were asking him, should we fast? What kind of diet should we have? He says, just do not lie and do not do what you hate. So if you know that you rather have this for yourself, like don't share, because you'll share it reluctantly. And it also goes to his principle where he says, when you give, it must be given through love. Whatever you give must be given through love. So I'm sharing this out of love, just out of love for sharing what I'm saying. For a long time I have been very quiet and not having the confidence to even share with people what I feel, because the world today is kind of like, you have to look a certain way, you have to dress a certain way to even be worthy, but Jesus says, but you're worthy though. God says you're worthy. And I know that people calling me Yeshua, you understand, it's the same person, it's the same being in different names, because obviously, as it is written that the people were scattered and the languages were confused. So obviously, everyone is going to find a way to define a Christ in a language that they understand, that's closely related to that tongue and that pronunciation. So he's still the same. Yeshua, Christ is still the same. It's still the same, right? So you must create an environment where your happiness can be nurtured, even within your loved ones. If you know that maybe you're tired in a certain morning, you must be able to explain to them, guys, I'm tired, I want to rest today, and be very clear about it. Because if you just continue to like we'll say, wake up in the morning, even the days you're very, very tired, the chances are you might have a miserable day. Instead, you could have maybe rested on the bed for like maybe an extra 30 minutes, an extra hour. That would have made a difference. Be very, very clear about your happiness. Because a lot of times, if you continue to sacrifice, your happiness is going to end you in a very resentful place, to the point where you not want to give anyone anything anymore, because you'll be literally sucked out of life. So it is written that blessed are those who give. So you must have to give. So you must put yourself in a position to give. Now, happiness is one of the best things you can give people, because it's through love that people can experience true happiness. How you cannot give love if you're not happy. You cannot smile if you're not happy. So you must first find a space in your life to be happy. It's even the children, you must be able to say, because we're all children of God anyway, even the smaller version of yourselves, you must be able to explain, listen guys, every morning I need space for myself. Yes, everyone. That's why it's important for people who are employed by the government and to be given time off, not to be overworked, so that they can have time to just be themselves, time to think and contemplate this life. I'm not the big fan of slavery. I'm a very big fan of free men, and a free man is a happy man. it's not the matter of a chaotic person, or how do they like to coin it in the world? I forgot the phrase they like to coin it. Like, what do they say? There's a word like that means chaotic and like free, and just no. Free just means the ability to sit down and think, okay, what's good for me today? What's good for my body today? What's good for my mind today? What's good for my spirit today? Without any external forces influencing it. Because the reality is, what's good for you is likely what's good for everyone. So, because if you're happy, then everyone is happy. But if you constantly allow your happiness to be drained, then the chances are you're going to start reflecting that on everybody. And then it's going to look like you're the sad one, but you're not. You know deep inside, I'm a really happy person. I love music. I like creating. I love writing. I like speaking. I love expressing my opinion. I really love this. But then if you've drained yourself, you find yourself not even wanting to speak to people. And that is the most dangerous thing. Because as we have discovered, we are energy, right? So when you express yourself, then that's the best way to really exchange that energy with others. So if you get to a point where you don't want to speak, you don't even want to associate with people, it's more dangerous. But you do have to. The Father draws you, makes you solitary, so that you can reflect, because He loves you. God loves you. But take that opportunity to really reform yourself, and careful with your words. If you're feeling angry, go outside. Be more of an outside person. People are speaking of nature. It's true, because there's a level of serenity here, even if it's just a small garden. There's a level of serenity and level of tranquility that you feel when you're here, that you will not feel when you're stuck inside. So continue to expand areas of happiness and reduce areas of tension in your life. Okay, so that's what I want to share with you today. So this one I'm going to dedicate it to my birds, to the birds of the sky. They make me happy. So I'm going to put a link, I'm going to put some link of some birds so you can experience it. So I want to thank you. Take care of yourself. Continue to find that space to be happy. Take care. See you soon. Remember to subscribe. Remember to click on the notification. Just do what you normally do to other videos. You know the score. So that we get to vibe with one another and share this life together. Who are you? I want to know you. See you later.